Welcome, guys. And today we are going to see the third part in the Black's plans in the Carlsbad structure, the Queen's Gambit exchange variation. And now, here the plan is to exchange the light squared bishop. As I told you earlier, the plans were the first plan was attacking with the pawns on the king side, and also attacking with the pieces on the king side, going for the king hunt, and then pushing c5 pawn when white goes for the plan of f3 and e4 push, putting knight ge2, uh, and black should undermine white center with the c5 push. And now the fourth plan is exchanging the light squared bishop, and this exchange takes place first by the move g6, and after g6, then knight a4, then knight now comes to e6. After knight e6, there is bishop h4, then knight comes to g7, guys. G7 to support the f5 bishop, and after knight c5, there is knight d7. After the bishops are exchanged here, uh, then b5, then knight b6, b4, knight b6, and then a4, and now bishop f5, and then knight d2, so that now black exchanges it, and now knight f5, with the idea of putting the knight into d6. Black has solved all of his problems, and now b5 would be met by cb5, ab5, and a5. So if now b5, then cb5, ab5, and a5. This was the black's plan. So guys, exchanging the light squared bishop is one of the plans in this Carlsbad structure for black, and we will move on to the next plan. The next is neutralizing the pawn minority attack by means of pushing b7 to b5. So you know the typical plan of white is to go for the minority attack on the queen side. So when white, so I'll be showing that position for you here. After I think now white takes, there is an exchange here, and after this, I'll go a little later, and after castles, there is g6, and after the central exchange, and now this is exchange 2, and now just the black bishop exchange the knight, as because the knight shouldn't come to e4. Now b4, and after b4, now black stops this minority attack with b5, b5, and after a4. Oh, just wait, guys. I think black has exchanged the the light squared bishops also. Before this, there is I'm sorry. Here the light squares has to be exchanged first, light squared bishops, then the plan of b7, b5. Here after this, I'll show you from the opening, guys. Just I want to show you the middle game position, and after this, this, this. Oh, wait. After this, this, and this, and this. Okay, guys, don't worry about the opening moves here. I just want to show you the plan in the middle game. This, okay. And after castling and white castles, and after knight d7, there is the exchange here. And now, if at all it's like this, this is the position, guys. This is the middle game position which I wanted to show. And here, when b5, b4 white pushes for the minority attack, it can stop it with b5 here, and after a4, there is a6. uh, uh, Actually, black a4 is necessary because knight would go to b6 and c4 here, so that white puts a4, and after a6 there is a5, and rook e8, after rook e8, then knight goes to e2 and bishop e7. And guys, in this kind of positions, the best square for the bishop is the d6, and after queen b3, the bishop comes to its ideal square. Then after knight c1, g5, guys, g5, knight d3, the knight comes to its ideal square, white's knight, and then so you could attack like this. So the point here is you can also push the other pawn, and here if rook e1, then you can keep pushing, and after knight d2, you could lift your rook, or even the queen can go here. um, and then king f1, king f1, or else instead of king f1 there is rook ac1, and after rook ac1 then rook c8, protecting the weak pawn, and after king f1 the knight can jump to f6, or even g3 is possible here, and after g3 by white, I think you could put, instead of knight f6 you can even put g3 here, and after knight f3 there is queen g4, rook c3, rook c3, the else knight d5, knight e5, knight fe5, both are stated as inaccuracy by white. Now, or else this. So guys, you can see the plans. So instead of king f1, if g3 is played, then queen h3 comes. After all, queen h3, or else the bishop can be sacrificed. The bishop can be sacrificed. After king f1 there is queen h3 check. After king g1 there is chess. As you can see guys, the position is getting destroyed for white. So the major plan here was to push the b7 to b5 and stop minority attack, and go for the pawn attack on the king side, and before that the light squared bishop of white should be exchanged, and I hope you would have enjoyed this games, and I'll meet you with the other plans and ideas for white and other pawn structures. I'll meet you in the next video guys. Thank you.